I'm Saturday hauling for you guys today, and I'm going to go ahead and start off with a couple products that I purchased off of the Paula's Choice website. These are actually repurchases. I cracked open my last tube that I had of the Perfect Cleansing Oil, which comes in a box that looks like this. There's a pump in there. This is the brand new one, but it comes like this, and then you have a pump inside that you put on the bottle. But I use this at nighttime to remove my makeup. I get in the shower, put like 5-6 pumps in my hand, and massage it over dry skin to remove my makeup, rinse it off, and then go in with a second cleanse. It's just a really nice cleansing oil that does a good job of breaking down makeup and the sunscreen that I wear throughout the day. So I got 2 of those guys, and then I also got another one of the Paula's Choice lip and body treatment balms. This has been a go-to product for me for years. I've ventured into other lip masks and lip products and stuff like that for at nighttime, and some of those work really nicely more in the warmer months for me, but for the dead of winter, this is kind of the only thing that keeps my lips hydrated. And I've gone through so many pots of this over the years, and it's just a constant go-to. Like, I have used up a couple other lip products, and I did like those lip products, but I always feel like nothing quite compares to this guy. When I wake up in the morning, not only are my lips hydrated, but they also feel more plump. Like, they really retain moisture when I use this product. So I got another one of those guys, and there's a 1/2 ounce. These do last a pretty good time, but I always like to have 1 or 2 of them around, and I definitely like to have a backup of them. And then I placed an order on the Beautylish website because I got the gift card that I had earned when they were doing $20 off a $100 purchase in gift cards not too long ago. So I went through that and then some. And I got another one of the Farmacy Berry Cherry Bright 15% clean vitamin C serums. I had cracked open my backup like 2 weeks ago, so I wanted to get another one. But I use 1 pump of this every morning on my face, and this is one of the very few vitamin C products that doesn't irritate my skin, and it can really handle it. And it's a 15% clean vitamin C serum. It does smell like cherries from the ingredients that are in here, which I also think is quite pleasant, but I feel like this serum also adds a bit of hydration to my skin in addition to having that vitamin C. I've gone through quite a few of these serums, and it's just kind of a constant repurchase for me. I really like that it's a non-irritating vitamin C that my skin can handle, because I do have very sensitive, acne-prone, dry skin. So that's the Farmacy Berry Cherry Bright Clean Vitamin C Serum. Also from Beautylish, I decided to get this By Terry Brightening CC palette. I think this is part of, it's either their spring or their summer collection, I'm not sure, but it's a newer release from them. And this, it says #1 Sunny Flash on here, so it does have a name, but this is the only version of this palette that I've seen available. This is the outside box packaging. There's 4 products in here that are 0.08 ounces per shade, which isn't a ton of product for face products, but you do get 4 of them. I quite enjoy the CC powder that I got in Immaculate Light, this white one. I like to use it in just different areas to brighten every once in a while when I'm feeling kind of dull, because it has a little bit of a sheen to it. So I went ahead and got this guy because there were some shades in there that looked like some pretty blush shades, and then there was a shade down here in the corner, which I want to say that this is the shade, the tan shade that they have in their CC range. I don't know for sure because I don't have that shade, but it looks very similar. And I was watching Lydia Elise Millen on YouTube here, and she loves that shade of the CC powder for bronzer. So I knew I was going to get use out of at least 3 of the shades in here. The only shade I'm not sure like what to do with is this yellow one. I could probably use it for a little bit of radiance too, because it's got a little bit of a brightening factor to it. But so far I've just kind of been getting use out of those 3 shades. I've got this palette on my face today for blush and bronzer. I've got the Corally shade right here on for blush, and then I used this one for bronzer on my skin today, and it has a really warm kind of golden sheen to it that is really pretty. I think it looks great on the skin, but it does lean quite warm. And these do have that signature kind of By Terry Rose scent to them, but the blushes are really beautiful, and I do like this for bronzer, so I am glad that I picked this guy up. And then the packaging is really pretty, but it's a silly thing, I know, but this is kind of an adhered part on the cover of it. It's not so much a sticker. It's kind of like a sticker, but it's thicker. But what bothers me is it's like not centered. It's not like even on the top of the compact. It's the little things. But nonetheless, it is still pretty. There's a pretty good sized mirror in there as well. So let's go ahead and swatch these guys. So this is the color I have on for bronzer, and this is the one I have on for blush. And I've used this guy for blush as well, and it turns out nice on my more fair skin tone. And I feel like all these powders have a radiance factor to them. Not like super shimmery, but there's a radiance factor to them. They're not fully matte either. So those are the shades in that guy. Again, I got these two on for bronzer and blush today. And that is the By Terry Brightening CC palette in Sunny Flash right there. I also got another one of the Anna Sui lipsticks. This is lipstick S in S600. This is the packaging. I hauled one of these, I think 2 videos ago, and the formulation is a little thin and it's got a little bit of glittery bits in it and stuff like that, but I don't mind it because it's an easy product to wear on the lips, and I wanted to give this color a try because it looked like a really true bright orange shade, and I find that a lot of oranges lean more corally or pinky, and so I was looking for a real true orange shade. I've got one from Fenty that's really nice, but that one's like super bright. I was looking for something that was maybe a little bit more easy to wear, so I went with this guy. And the packaging on these lipsticks is so cute. And this is orange, but it's a very yellow based orange. I've used it on the back side of the bullet so that I could show you guys the little flower imprint that's on the tip of it, because my other one was used and I wasn't able to show that to you guys. But this one also has kind of larger glitter particles in it that you can kind of feel on the lips, and it's a thinner type of texture. But let me show you the color here. I'm going to use the side to keep the little flower intact. It is orange, but it's very yellow orange. But that is the Anna Sui S600 lipstick right there, and I do just love this packaging as well. Those lipsticks also have a fragrance to them, and they do slightly taste, but it doesn't linger. And then Sonia G restocked some of her brushes, both her sky blue eye set and also them individually. And I was so excited because I wanted to get another one of the mini booster brushes so bad. I just absolutely adore this brush for buffing out kind of transition colors. So I got another one of the mini boosters. When this brush is dirty, I find myself looking for it or washing it right away so that I can continue to use it. So I definitely wanted to get another one of these. Sonia G just makes some of my absolute favorite brushes, both face and eye. Not only are they extremely functional, but they're beautifully made brushes. So I got another one of these guys. And again, this is the mini booster brush from the Sky eye set, which last time I checked, the full eye set was in stock too. I also got 2 more Jill Stuart eyeshadow palettes. I got the last of the Eternal Couture eyes that I didn't have, and this is 06 Tulip Ballade, or Ballade. This is the outside box packaging right here. It's one of these quads again, and I have got the orange shade, this orange kind of shimmery shade, on the middle portion of my lid on my eye look today. Her shadows are super easy to work with and super easy to wear, and they just look so pretty on the eyes. So let's swatch this guy. This is one of the all shimmer ones. And like, her shadows don't swatch like some of the, you know, the ones that we're used to seeing with all the pigment, but they're so easy to use and they look so pretty on the eyes without like being like, boom, I'm wearing orange eyeshadow. You know, they're just very easy to wear. And I've been enjoying her shadows a lot. I never anticipated that I would enjoy them as much as I am. So that guy right there is the 06 Tulip Ballade, or Ballade, right there. And I've got this color on my lid today. And her packaging is just beautiful. And then for the rest of my eyeshadow look, I've got the Jill Stuart Galentine's Party eyeshadow palette on. So this is the packaging. This came out kind of during Valentine's Day, and I had looked at it and I was like, that doesn't look very interesting. So I just kind of passed by it. And then when I was getting all of those Jill Stuart quads, I was like, you know what, I'm going to give this guy a try. And I love this palette. I love it so much that I thought that I needed to wear it in today's video so you guys could see how pretty it looks on. So again, this is the remainder of the shadow that I have on. I wore this palette yesterday and just loved the look. Like, all the shades in here are shimmer except for one, but something about them just works and they look so pretty on the eyes again. So I'll stop rambling on about how pretty they look on. But this is the rest of the shadow that I have on my eyes. There's a little clear cover that the shadows have names too. They have like candy names: sugar, cocoa, peach chocolate, dark cherry pie. And there's a total of 10 grams of product in here. So it's a hard plastic packaging. And then here are your 8 shades. The one matte shadow that you have in this palette is this shade right here, which looks red in the pan, but when you blend it out, it has a very strong pink undertone to it. So let's give you some swatches of this guy. It's so funny because I did not anticipate loving this palette as much as I do. Oftentimes, you know, I want to wear a pink look and I'll, you know, pull out pink eyeshadows and stuff, and I just feel like it's too pink. And with this one, it's not too pink, but it's still pink. I don't know if that makes any sense. Those ones are kind of hard to show up, but in this bottom row. But I really like this. I really love the looks that come out of this palette. So that one there is the Jill Stuart what did I say it's called? The Galentine's Party eyeshadow palette right there. And it doesn't look like much swatched, but I think it looks beautiful on. And then lastly from Beautylish, I got this Anna Sui Makeup Coffret Set 3. And I kept looking at this and passing by it, and I was like, you know what? It's really cute. I'm just going to go ahead and get it. So I did. This is the packaging that it comes in right here. And this is just the prettiest thing. It's kind of going to be like a display piece somewhere in my room. But it comes with this tin, which is a pretty decent size, but it's so pretty. It has, you know, little butterflies all over it. And it's just a tin that you could actually use to put stuff in, which I might do as well, but just a really pretty kind of display piece. And then inside of there was this little palette, which also has a butterfly on it. And then inside, there's a really cute little plastic piece that makes the things kind of look like candy. And you've got a blush and 2 eyeshadows. The cheek color is 600, it says, and then the 2 eyeshadows on the back, it says 001 and 200, and each shadow is 0.03 ounces and the blush is 0.12 ounces. Everything has shimmer in here, but I really love the blush color in here. The shadows are pretty as well. It's not like a all-in-one look for me, but I'm probably going to put this with my blushes because I love that blush. Let me go ahead and swatch these for you. Very nice blush. It's very smooth. The shadows are nice too, but I'm kind of oohing and ahhing over the blush in here. So those are the 3 products that come in the tin, in the little tin. And again, that's the Anna Sui Makeup Coffret 3. Is it Coffret or is it Coffret? I'm sure somebody will correct me. And then I placed an order on the Viseart Paris website. I saw on their Instagram that they came out with a new edit palette, and it didn't really say if it was going to be available at other retailers, but since then it has become available at the Beautylish website. And this is the Spritz edit palette. I love me some Viseart eyeshadows. And I'm going to go ahead and show this next to their little one. I think it's called the Warm Edit palette as well. When I posted a picture of this on Instagram, some people said there were repeat shades in here. I didn't realize that when I was throwing the boxes away for these, that the names were only on the back of the box. So I can't like compare some of my palettes like this because I don't have the names because I threw away all the boxes. And I think that's the case for my little 8 pans too. I don't have the boxes anymore. There's a total of 0.42 ounces of product in here, or 12 grams and 12 eyeshadows. So each shade is about a gram a piece. And then what I really liked about the packaging on this one is they kind of switched it up. Instead of just a solid color, they put little bubbles on here like spritzer. So I thought that was really cute. And then these little palettes open up like this. There's a mirror in there and then a little cover that goes over your eyeshadows. And with these palettes, they are magnetized inside so you can pull them out. There's little indentations which make these really easy to remove out of the packaging if you want to put them in other palettes, or if you have other little edit palettes like this to make kind of customize your own palette. I haven't worn every shade in here, but the shades that I have worn are really pretty. This palette isn't a standalone for me because there isn't a light enough shimmer or matte for me, so it's kind of mid-tone and deeper type shades, but paired with, like, I use the Wet n Wild Brûlée matte eyeshadow underneath the brow, and then I've been loving to use this Aether Beauty Supernova Crushed Diamond Highlighter, not only on my face, but I've been loving to use this as an eyeshadow because it's so sparkly. So when some palettes don't have that lighter shade, I've been kind of reaching for this, and it just looks super pretty on the eyes. So I kind of paired those 2 products with this palette, and the look was so pretty the day that I had worn it. There are 5 true matte eyeshadows in here, and then everything else is either metallic or kind of like their crystalline formula, which is really gorgeous. So let's go ahead and swatch these shades for you. So there's the first 4. And then this middle row. This color is stunning. So is this one. And this one. Oh, that's fine, okay. And then the bottom row here. Some of those shades, like this one and this one, they looked like light enough, you know, but they deepen up on my skin tone. So this actually kind of turns into a slight transition blend out color for me. So there are shades from the new Viseart Spritz eyeshadow palette right there. And then for those wondering, here's the warm edit palette right here, and then here's the Spritz right there for reference. So you can see there are some similar shades, but they're not, you know, they're not exact. Warm edit over here and Spritz. And then I placed an order on the Nordstrom website when they were having their 20% off sale, I believe it was. And I got the new Mer The Bronzing Powder. This is the first bronzing powder that I purchased from Mer, and there's 0.38 ounces of product in here, or 11 grams, which is a pretty decent amount of product. But this is the packaging right here, the box packaging, and I think it's currently sold out on the Nordstrom website, but I have seen it on Saks. I will try to find it online and link it down below. I do notice that oftentimes, like with some of the releases, they'll like be sold out and then they'll come back later too. But the packaging on this is really pretty. It's got like a rubberized kind of top there. It's a magnetic closure, and there is a mirror inside. And then there are 3 shades, and they call it a bronzing powder, so that's how I used it. I don't think I'll try to single out, you know, for highlighter or blush. The strips are just a little bit thin, and this is going to be too dark for a highlighter for me anyway. I swirled all 3 shades together yesterday and used it as a bronzer, and on my lighter skin type, it turned out really pretty. It has a warm tone to it with a golden sheen, but it was really easy to work with, and it blended out really pretty. I actually really liked how this kind of warmer bronzer looked on my skin, because typically I go for something that's more cool toned. It's a pretty light bronzer though, so I think it would be good for like light to medium skin tones. I really wish that Mer would at least do 2 shades of this, one in a deeper shade, so that, you know, it broadens the skin tone range. But the product itself is really nice, but again, Mer, at least 1 more shade. So I'll go ahead and give you guys swatches. You can see right here that this top highlight shade is already forming some hard pan. So I'm going to take a piece of tape, stick it on there to remove it, so that when I swirl my brush in there, I'm picking up, you know, gold, because otherwise I'll just start eating into these shades if this is glazed over. So I'll swatch them separately in case you were interested in that, and then I'll do them all together. So the pinky is all together, and then there are the 3 shades right there. Which that just doesn't look like a whole lot of nothing. But that's kind of what it ends up looking like on the skin right there. And it is very pretty. I will say that this is extremely strongly fragrant. It's fragrant so much so that my brush smells like it after I use it. There's the Mer the bronzing powder for 2020 right there. I also purchased this MAC Luster lipstick in the shade Fleur de Coral. It came out with one of their collections in this like frosted type of packaging, and I kept looking at this shade, and the couple times I tried to buy it off like Ulta, and there was I think it was the MAC website, it was sold out, and then I hit it on Nordstrom, and I was able to get a little bit of a sale on it too, because it was during that sale. So this is the shade Fleur de Coral, and it's a really beautiful shade of nude coral. It's a little bit more sheer than I thought it was going to be. I did not pay attention to the finish, that it was one of their luster formulas, but with a lip liner, this looks really pretty on the lips, and as a light coral shade, it's easy to wear because it's a little bit more sheer, and the packaging is really pretty too. So this is Fleur de Coral from MAC. I love MAC lipsticks. They're just some of the best. I've actually got on MAC's Cream Cup today, which one of my all-time faves. So that's MAC Fleur de Coral right there. It's gonna be a good one for summer. And then lastly here, I got a PR package from Farmacy. They sent over a smaller size of the Green Clean Cleansing Balm, which I absolutely adore that stuff. I can't even tell you guys how many tubes or tubs of that stuff that I've been through. But they sent that along with their new Daily Greens Oil-Free Gel Moisturizer with Moringa and Papaya. It comes in a jar packaging like this right here. And then here's the box packaging, super cute. This is recently available on the Sephora website as well, but I wanted to read on the little card what it says on here about this product. It says, meet our new skin quenching gel moisturizer for combination oily skin. This clean formula delivers lasting hydration and helps balance skin. Vegan, cruelty free, silicone free, and alcohol free. It says it's got polyglutamic acid. That's a new one for me. And hyaluronic acid, optimized skin hydration. Moringa and papaya to reduce shine, clear pores. The same ingredients found in our best-selling Green Clean Cleansing Balm. That's interesting. Willow herb and niacinamide to help control oil. So this is kind of targeted towards a more oily skin type. I have got a dry skin type. So I really wanted to make use of this, and I was quite surprised the first time that I had used it. I put it on at night after toning, serums, and treatments, and before the Belief True Cream Moisturizing Balm. And I was really surprised the next day when I had washed my face and I had exfoliated it with the Eminence Strawberry Rhubarb that I love. I really noticed how soft my skin was and how like not tight it felt, because again I have a drier skin type, and I did sandwich this in between, you know, my other skincare products, so I kind of used it like a heavier serum. And I'm going to continue to use it like that. I've used it every single night like that since, and I haven't woken up with flakes around my mouth since I started using it. I use just a small amount like I would a serum, and I really enjoyed the product. So much so, and this is taking it a little bit too far. I was thinking about getting another one of these during the sale, because I get 20% off, and I was like, well, Farmacy runs sales too pretty often, so it's going to take me a while using this as a serum to use it up, so I'm going to, like, you know, whoa Nelly on that one. This product also smells really, really lovely, and it's not from an added fragrance, it's from the actual ingredients that are in the product. So I want to say a big thank you to Farmacy for sending this over, because not going to lie, I probably would have never tried this otherwise, because it's geared towards a more oily skin type, and I have a dry skin type, but I've been loving to sandwich this in between my skincare products at nighttime for added hydration. And that is everything for my haul today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Stay safe out there. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to wear sunscreen, and I will see you guys later. Bye.